Welcome everyone to It's Pimpin time, and I'm your host, Pimpin.
Motherfuckers.
Now, you're probably wondering, how did I start hanging out with a skinhead? Well, it was the 90s. It was a different time, Jack. Me and this skinhead named Tex. Now, I can tell you other stories, the pre-story, how we became friends. But it's always one of my more favorite stories. Me and this dude been on a bunch of adventures together way back in the day. This is back in the 90s when you could still do random weird shit, I guess. I mean, that's the only way I can really put it to you. I can't really give it to you in a solid way that you can just kind of do random shit back in them days. We decided we're gonna fly down to Seattle, go check out some concerts. Just something to do. Now, we live in Alaska at the time. So we go down, we just checking out, we downtown, we just checking out kind of, now this is like right in Nirvana. This is right after Kurt Cobain probably passed away. This is when this is like a Stone Temple Pilots, I believe, was out maybe back then. This would have been Pearl Jam, something along those lines. But where we were at, I don't know how we got there, to be honest with you. I think we just fucking around or asked people and they just directed us to a place. But we went to a bar, but they had a big old outside looking pit. And they were kind of like a mini slam dancing. And I didn't know what that was at the time. But I know I seen a lot of people coming out them piles, not looking right. So I told him, I said, hey Tex, you go ahead and do your racist thing. I'm gonna be back, I'm gonna go see if I can find us a couple hoes. So I dip out, and I got some trees on me. Y'all know what trees is. Come on, don't be stupid. So I got some trees on me, and I ran to these two chicks, kind of grungy looking, because like I said, it's the time period. So it's kind of grungy. They're not bad looking, they solid, more than solid. Just grungy for that. Yeah, it's really hard to explain. You had to be there or know what the pictures are like or been there. I just can't really explain it to you. And I said, hey, you guys smoke? And they said, oh, hell yeah, we smoke. So I took out some blunts, because you gotta pre-do that. So I had all that ready, put out a couple blunts, right? I'm just passing them. I'm light up too, so it's three of us. We just passing them around. Everybody's choking, getting hit, and so he started asking me, what's going on here? What you doing out here? I said, me and my man, he over there. I said, y'all up here with anybody? And they said, no, we up here just hanging out, just kind of messing around. We said, well, heck, that's what we're doing. You guys want somebody to hang out with? And they said, yeah. So we all rolling out, right? Now, I go get my man. I look at the one girl, I said, hey, I got the perfect guy for you. She wasn't bad looking, like I said. She was a respectable six. Respectable six. And when you first meet somebody in 20 minutes, that's all you're just trying to find respectable and decent. And she fit both of those. And so we get up there, and this dude got like a blood kind of come out of his eye, damn near. Like, what the fuck? She looking at him, I'm looking at him, they looking at each other. I said, what the fuck, man? Now, like I said, if I had told you the previous, how we got to this point here as far as his looks, I'll get more into that. But, this is like one of the stories I jump around. But he had a big ass swastika on the back of his head. But he was letting the hair grow out, so it didn't look like it as much. But I would say these things about some of those, not all of them, but I guess a good chunk of those really off the wall white supremacist guys are Nazis, are just crazy fucks. But I can't say all of them bad because I hung out with one in real life, and we've been on some real adventures together. But he always has that look like he could have been a racist. He had a certain look. Some of these dudes just got a look, man. After a while, the culmination of being in, I think, for a long time, wearing maybe the Doc Martens and tight jeans, the trailer park shirts. I think it's just some point here, man, you just got that look about you. And I think he just had that innate look. But it wasn't bad. And so we get to the girls. He told her what happened. And he was out there. So, she had a napkin. She gave it to him. He wiped his face off. And well, so we all started walking down the street and just trying to talk and see what's going on. Like I said, we didn't have any one particular plan. We didn't really know where to go, what to do. They were from there, so we was all gonna walk to some bars and just go, really honestly, just go bar hopping and mess around. Some brothers and a cutlass rolling down the street. Now I'm with one chick, I'm ahead, with this other chick, because we all talking to each other. He behind me a little bit, and he with this other chick talking to her. Now, brothers, I would say this much. A lot of people don't get that from black people, but that's another one of our skills. That's another one of our survival skills, I should say, is having the ability to know when somebody's got that kind of racist tone about them, even when they're not even dealing with you. I don't know, maybe call it our ghetto spidey sense. Maybe it's passed down. But all I knew was this: they looked at him and stopped the car. Now it's 4 of them in there. They popped the trunk. They taking out bats and golf clubs. They said, get this motherfucker. So I think they were thinking that dude might have been following me. That's what I'm kind of gathering from it. So everybody takes off running. So I'm with this chick, she running. He running with this other chick. Now he crazy. So he would have stopped. Like I said, he was 6'2", lean. He didn't care. He had that kind of mindset. Now, it's one thing about him. I always give him credit for that. He was mentally unstable. That's how I always looked at him. He was just a cool ass dude who was mentally unstable. And they chasing his ass. He gonna stop us, man. You better start running, dog. I said, you think you're badass, but once one of them bats start touching your head, one of them golf clubs get you, boy, you are done. And the dude and the cutlass turn around, man. I mean, now we in Seattle. I mean, we are in Seattle. And he turned the car around. We ran down the street. So the brothers behind them finally put it together. They put 2 and 2 together and said, hold on, man. This motherfucking nigga with him. And then they were really determined. I mean, they were determined to grab on us. Now, we are smoking through lights. We were running. The girl I'm with, she getting kind of slow. I said, girl, if you don't get your ass in gear, I will throw you to the goddamn wolves. Let's move. Now, she got that second Bruce energy in her, give her that. We running all over the place. I mean, just running around, running through here, running through there. People honking, people stopping. There was just weird shit going on. Now, I told you, I don't know nothing about that place. Nothing. Streets. I don't know if I'm gonna run to a dead end, an alley. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna run to, but all I know is this much. We found, it was 4 or 5, maybe several cop cars. I'm assuming it's a police station. It could have been, a hangout spot, for all I fucking know. I don't know. It was a building. I never went inside. They seen it. We ran we darted to the right to the cops. And they stopped. Asked what's going on. We told them these dudes. The other dudes, they stopped. They were booking it back. The dude in the cutlass who was trying to run us off the road several different times. We're off the sidewalk. He grabbed him up, and the cops were behind him. And we kind of told him that we were walking down the street, and all of a sudden these guys started chasing us, and with bats and golf clubs. So they're real cool. They gave us a ride, kind of dropped us off like several blocks the other way. And because we were going to a hotel, and the girl said, well, just come hang out with our place. I mean, it's closer. And you say, sure. Yeah, just come over our place. And then we get over there. We all, we're in a cab. We get over there. And then we discover, I said, who's all these people in here? And these girls were squatters. You can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this up, I promise you. They were squatters. We go in here. There's about 9, 10 people in this house. It's a big size house. They had a little room in the back. I came in, now it's me, Tex, these 2 chicks, bunch of random ass, grunge. About 3 dudes. About 4 dudes. About 4 or 5 chicks. Everybody, had that almost hippy dippy looking look going on. But I mean, I walked in, didn't feel any fear. Especially after going through the other shit, these guys did not put no fear in my heart. This would have been I think, honest to God, truth, at that time in my life, and I was in excellent shape, fighting all the time, because that's what you did in the city. We would have took hands, but I think we probably would have cleaned the house up before we even probably took a punch. I mean, that's just the kind of guys they were. So I put out some J's and shit, some trees and little small JJs, and give them somebody. And they said, "Oh, dude, go in back there, get out of here." So we go to the back, and they got sleeping bags. Now, we told them, y'all could have slept in a bed that night. We in a place that got fucking candles and sleeping bags, like we camping in a house, and it was just the craziest shit. But I mean, we there, so we blazing and we just wearing these chicks out, man. Just having a good time. Like I said, you always carry some gym hats back in the day, and you should be carrying them now if you're an adult. Definitely, if you're a single man, you better, this day and age, you better have some Jimmies, boy. Better carry you. We ain't talking about this wallet mess. You're a grown man. You go out on a date, you better have a box. Have a box somewhere on you. Have a box somewhere. Take 3 of them out the box, 2 or 3 out of a box. Put them in your pocket somewhere, safe in the front pocket somewhere, and carry those. Because most times, most people nowadays ain't, why driving drunk when you can take an Uber to the same damn thing? Makes sense. So, and carry you a couple of them. You never know. Sometimes you ain't gonna use them at all. Hell, you might have to get some new ones. And sometimes them 2 or 3 ain't gonna be nearly enough. And but you don't want to get in a situation where you ain't got none. I promise you, that's when you don't want. So we did that, hung out with them, and we had a good time with them. So the next day, we actually get a cab. We go back to the hotel. We do our thing, get cleaned up, get some real sleep. Later on that night, because like I said back then, this is phone call era. We told them we'd call them around this time. They had a little phone and shit, and told them that, gave them a number. And they called us up, called our hotel room. We had a cab, shoot and go get them. And then, like I said, we just messed around downtown, banged those chicks later in our own rooms. Good time. Like I said, that was my Seattle story when me and my skinhead buddy went down there and got chased by some brothers. Picked up some squatters. I'm Pimpin and I'm out. You know what to do.
It's okay, baby. You cool. Do what you want. I give you your release. You're free.